Hello everyone, it's Comfort Beach Ambish, and in this episode we're going to talk about for loop and the for each loop in PHP. Yeah, so I've already explained what a loop is all about. If you don't understand that, I would advise that you go to the basic video, which is the episode 9, where I talked about where I explained about the introduction to loops in PHP. Okay, so we're going to create a new file here. Okay, episode 11. For each loop dot php. Okay, so for each and no, not for, yeah, so it has to be for loop, for loop, and for each. So we're going to talk about two topics here. Okay, so let's start our code here. Let's start with the for loop, which is mostly found in most of uh, the programming languages. Okay, so we start the syntax here. Okay, so now let's take note of the syntax of for each of a for loop of a for loop. So a for loop goes like this. Okay, so it starts with where the initial start, let's say the uh let's just say initial counter. I'm going to say to name it initial counter. So the first one defines where we're going to start our counting from. Okay, like we have already discussed, to say a loop just uh, runs a block of code repeatedly. Yeah, the same block of code repeatedly. So that means that it counts. So whenever you're dealing with the loops, you just have to take note of count. Otherwise, a loop which doesn't have the maximum counter that it could go up to is called an infinite loop. And we don't want any infinite loops, as they may cause our systems to crash, or just the malfunctioning of our computers or systems, to be precise. Okay, so initial counter, this is where we start our counting from. And then the second one, the second one is, okay, the condition is condition. And then the last one is decision, the decision. Okay, so this, and then here we have code goes here. Code goes here. So what we are trying to do here is we use the for keyword, and then the initial counter we set where I would like our loop to start counting from. And then here the condition, what to do whenever it iterates. So in the previous loops, we're doing the decisions. We're doing the decision from here. We're making the decision or the condition from here. Now this time we've gone to the for loop. The condition is done from the heading. And what do we do if it iterates? So here we were writing, we're increasing it by 1, but from here we're doing everything in the heading. So code goes in the body of it. We're just running in the code of what to do or perform. Okay, so enough of that. Let's go. Let's see what we can do. Okay, so comment out say I'm going to comment out to say um just going to comment out to say for look, sorry, I was just checking a message on my phone, and I was switched off this time. Yeah, the for loop. So we're going to write the same variable. We're just going to say I is equals to 1. So we're starting from 1. And then we say for. Then here we're going to say I. initial, where are we starting from? So here we are making sure that I is equals to 1. I is equals to 1. So here we're saying that the counting is starting from 1. And then when should this loop run or executes? So this loop should execute when this same I here, which is here, is less than or equal to 10. And then i- if the condition is met, what do? We increase the iteration variable by 1. Okay, and then what do we do here? We just display echo number. Let's give it some space. Say number I, and then a break. You see, this time we are not putting in anything like this. No, we are not. Why? Because this thing here is being done from the top. Oh, sorry, it's supposed to be like this. So this whole thing is being done from the top. Okay, sorry, I made the mistake here. It wasn't supposed to be like this. Instead, it's supposed to be I plus plus. See? Okay. So now let's try to run our code, and we're going to see that it will be equivalent to what we have done so far in the loops. Okay, episode 11 for loop. Unexpected token. Where is that? On line 7. Okay, unexpected token on line 7. Which token are they talking about? Okay, so let's try to debug this code together. Let's try to debug it together. Okay, no, sorry. Yeah, let's try to, yeah, let's try to debug it together. Let's try to debug it together. For I is equals to 1, and for each, well, for each. Okay, so for I, what if we try to put 0 here? This is just a debugging. Unexpected token equals to online 7. Okay, expected token equals to, okay. Is there something that you're not doing well? I think it was that. Yeah, it has to be that. There shouldn't be any space. Okay, guys. So what was happening here is that you see, I left some space in between less than and equal to. So what you just had to do here is you just have to remove this space, and your code is home and dry to run. Okay, tala, and it works, So This is how we handle the. This is how we handle the. What's this? This is how we handle the for loop. I wanted to make a for each loop inside this same uh, uh, episode, but I've decided that the for each loop will come in the next episode. So see you guys in the next episode where we discuss, or where we talk about no, where we learn about the for each loop, which is also another type of a loop in PHP. And see you there. Cheers.